Well, 50 years ago today was the day that would change the course of space exploration. The launch of Apollo 11 marked the first manned mission to the moon.
Our John Kosick looks at the significant role Northeast Ohio played in that history-making moment in this News 5 original.
Our NASA Glenn Research Center sits just about 1,000 miles away from the Florida launch site of Apollo 11 and an additional 238,000 more from the moon itself. But let it be perfectly clear, what happened 50 years ago with the Apollo 11 mission likely doesn't happen without the breakthroughs developed here. A faded news release from 50 years ago this week shows the pride the folks at NASA's Lewis Research Center, now NASA Glenn, took at what was happening in the universe above. It was Abe Silverstein, then director of the center, located as it is today next to Cleveland Hopkins, who had named the program after the Greek god Apollo. And it was his pioneering research in liquid hydrogen and oxygen technology that would lead to the creation of the rocket engines that would help to fuel the mission. There were wind tunnel tests and zero-gravity research as well. That still goes on today.
The facility allows us about 5 seconds of free fall, but that's enough time to understand how materials behave in space.
And on this 50th anniversary, the folks at NASA Glenn are hard at work preparing, as they did a half-century ago, to do it again.
We were given direction by the new administration that we will put a person, the next people on the moon will be American, and we'll have the first woman on the moon at our next landing. So we're going to do that by 2024.
A return to the moon is significant. We learned 50 years ago astronauts can work on the moon.
But we want to be able to be sure that they can work on the moon for longer than just 3 days, that they can sustain a presence. We want them to be able to conduct field exploration of the moon and eventually on Mars.
And though Mars may be still further down the road, what was true in 1969 will be true that eventual day as well.
If you're going to get to Mars, you got to come through NASA Glenn.
John Kosick, News 5.